on the next episode of AMC's Better Call Saul.
You made it. Come on in.
This you, Saul Goodman?
This is unequal justice. You don't know the whole story.
Next thing you know, case dismissed.
You certainly don't think small.
I've kept you from your work long enough.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing the new promo trailer for next week's episode of Better Call Saul, Season 4, Episode 7, Something Stupid. With that being said, a major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to episode 406, and let's jump right into this. So the synopsis for the episode goes as follows. Jimmy expands his business but runs into a problem that only Kim can solve. Gus intervenes in Hector's medical care. Mike deals with a setback. So, what problem does Jimmy have that only Kim can fix? Well, first off, we see Kim arriving somewhere. She walks up to a door, and then it cuts to what seems to be Jimmy welcoming her into a vacant commercial real estate for lease. Is Jimmy planning on expanding his business to this location as well? What's the deal with this spot? If it isn't fancy editing and this truly is Kim visiting Jimmy here, maybe this has something to do with Jimmy's issue. Kim also appears to be walking past golf carts, so is this right beside a clubhouse or a golf course or something? This can't be the Saul Goodman office, so what are they doing here? Later on in the trailer, we see Jimmy in a suit with Kim talking about a case being dismissed or something, along with both of them talking to Schweikart. As we know, Kim has convinced him to hire her on to create and expand their banking division, allowing her to actually allocate all of her Mesa Verde work, so her schedule is more clear for her to do what she really wants, public defense work. And as we see in the trailer, Kim is helping out another client, calling it unequal justice, but what I'm more interested in is why both Jimmy and Kim are talking to Schweikart as he tells them that they don't think small. He's looking at Jimmy when he says this, so he's most likely talking about him, but what is the situation here? Also, Kim no longer has her cast on. Does this signify a small time skip between episodes, or was it just finally time for it to come off? So we've previously seen in promo images how Jimmy is in a jumpsuit meeting someone at this van, but we never quite knew why until now. It seems as though Jimmy is selling his burner phones out of the back of a van with the help of Huel and possibly Mountain Man as well, the two who helped Jimmy pull off the piñata intimidation that we saw last episode. And actually, this is where Jimmy once again uses the Saul Goodman persona in order to keep his activity with criminals separate from his real life, as he's definitely putting on a persona here in order to sell these phones. Now, we've seen Jimmy use the Saul Goodman name before. Last season, when he needed to shoot an off-brand commercial, he was trying to sell commercial airtime, and he didn't really feel like he was Jimmy McGill at all in that situation, as his location and pitch were both completely different than what he was used to. Now, although that was a problem at first, he actually worked with this as he made a commercial under the Saul Goodman name, completely playing a different character. He told Kim that it was just a name back in Season 3, but we all know that it'll turn into something much larger over the following years to come. So although Jimmy could just be using Saul's name as a simple alias for himself, his character is definitely evolving alongside this as well. Jimmy's actor Bob Odenkirk even refers to his character as Saul in the behind-the-scenes video for episode 406 instead of Jimmy, as we're constantly seeing many different glimpses of Saul coming out through Jimmy this season.
The environment really works for me to such an extent that I don't think Saul has to work that hard. He's being intimidating, but he doesn't have to kill himself to do it.
We're sorry, man, alright? We're sorry.
Yeah, you are. Very much so.
Jimmy has never used violence to solve his problems before, or even intimidation to such an extent, so that piñata tactic was yet another leap into the persona that is Saul Goodman. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to Mike's side of things as he continues to oversee the construction done on the Super Lab, as he supervises the team of engineers that he's brought to construct it. Now, last episode, when Mike was giving an introduction to all the workers, he didn't call out Kai for his disrespect like he did Henry at the therapy group, so I feel like Mike has taken that as a lesson to deal with troublemakers privately from now on. Apparently Mike's team faces a setback, so could this be due to Kai? Now if Kai keeps causing issues, will Mike do anything with him? Will this actually even amount to anything, or is that just kind of a one-off from last episode? I feel like if Kai actually does become an issue, he'll act as a liability considering he's a witness to everything that's going on at the laundry warehouse, so will Mike be forced to actually kill him by the end of the season? Mike still needs to transform into the killing machine that we know from Breaking Bad, and he's been against being a hired contract killer throughout all 4 seasons of Better Call Saul. So, will Kai be a part of Mike's transformation? And finally, there's Gus. He's speaking to someone saying that he's kept them from their work long enough, so who could he be talking to here? Maybe he went to go visit Gail again? Also, in the last episode, we saw him visit Hector at the hospital, and now we see from the previews of next episode that Hector is awake. Considering that this is the sneak peek for next week's episode, I'll save all my thoughts for my next video, but do you guys think that Gus did anything extra to try and force Hector to wake up, or did he just wake up naturally on his own? And also, we've had connecting titles before, so is episode 407 title Something Stupid actually directly connected to episode 403's title Something Beautiful, which was earlier on this season, the episode where Jimmy reads Chuck's letter? I don't recall the exact moment, if there is one, where someone literally says the line Something Beautiful in episode 403, so if there is, feel free to let me know, but do you guys think that these 2 episodes will be connected to each other since their titles are so similar, just like how in season 3 there was one episode called Slip followed by the next one called Fall? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, as it really helps me out more than you can imagine. Feel free to subscribe for more Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad content in the near future, and if you'd like to take that extra step in helping support the channel, consider checking out my Patreon as well. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter too, link to both of those in the description. I'm fairly active on Twitter even when I'm not posting videos, and I'm always retweeting everything I can involving both the Better Call Saul and Walking Dead universe. But anyways guys, as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!